to you, sir. Wole Soyinka has blasted Gowon for saying that he was not sorry for fighting the civil war. That he did that to save the interest of Nigeria. And now Peter Obi has come out to say that Gowon is an hero. Bros, how can you react to this, sir?
I'm not going to come out here to condemn anybody, but look at issues the way they are, how they are, and what they represent presently today. What is the position of Gowon in Nigeria? What is the position of Nigeria in Gowon? And what is the position of Peter Obi, Biafra in Nigeria? That's what we are going to look at, you know. But let me be very honest with you. One of the problems Gowon is having is that Gowon is a local Fulani uneducated person. If Gowon was to be educated, he would have known that agreement should be respected. He would have known that Aburi was not about secession. He would have known that Aburi was about restructuring. He would have known that Aburi was about confederation. He would have known that Aburi was about regionalism. There was nobody to interpret to Gowon on the decisions that he took that led to the war. Ojukwu never asked for any war. What Ojukwu was saying that that the killing in the north should stop. And on the process, the killing did not stop. Then they now went to Ghana.
In Aburi.
And when they got to Ghana, the question we should ask ourselves at this point in time is that the Gowon signed an agreement, an Aburi agreement. Go and listen to former editor of The Sun newspaper that went on investigation in Aburi. Aburi is Ghana now. It's somewhere where somebody can enter motor and go there. I'm telling you, the consequences of what Gowon did will haunt him and his generation and his region until they become very remorseful.
But sir, on Saturday he said he is not sorry for fighting the Biafra.
No, he said because I can publish the agreement, the secret letter he wrote to the British Prime Minister as at that time, Harold Wilson. That's his name.
Okay.
The British government published this document telling Gowon to go and have his seat. In that letter, he was beckoning on the support of the British government that everything that had to do with oil will be transferred to them. Because of what? You fought a war of crude oil and not a war based on integrity, not a war based on unity. For him to come out and tell you that the war was based on unity is just to deceive many people. But thank God, the jinx has been broken. This is not the era where we are going to wait until the conventional media that are being paid by the federal government will come and publish rubbish for us to read on newspapers.
So sir, what was the interest of the war?
The interest of the war was, one, Gowon was a stark illiterate. That is one. Because if he wasn't an illiterate, they wouldn't have gone to that war. That is two. Three, Gowon understanding the least person in the military. The least.
Was the least person?
No, for you. I tell you, Gowon was as in military rank and file. Gowon was the least. So he is not even qualified to be the military head of state as at that time. That's the fact. But because of Ogundibe refused to assume the position of the head of state when Aguiyi fell in Ibadan. So we know what happened in Ibadan. Fajuyi defended the death of Aguiyi. And somebody who is next in the hierarchy of the military hierarchy supposed to take over power. But unfortunately, that person did not take over power. That created a vacuum where the North started shopping for somebody like Gowon to come out. And because he is not experienced, he's not educated, he could not be able to, put down that knowledge in the affairs. Poor leadership and ego led to that misunderstanding of the concept of confederation. If you had gone to school, no one would have understand what it means, what is called confederation. So he was misinterpreted, so it was misinterpreted, and of course that was what led to the issue of using police action. He declared a police action against Biafra. That was how the war started. Ojukwu never use any military against Gowon. Ojukwu never use any police against Gowon. Ojukwu was only asking. So for him to come out and tell you that the war is fought for unity, which unity? Are the Yorubas not asking Nigeria that they want to secede from Nigeria? What is the meaning of Araba? When the North was saying Araba, did anybody carry gun against them? Why is it that we saw Babangida kill, we saw Abacha kill, we saw Buhari kill? Nobody came out and said that it was an Hausa man kill. Gowon never said anything about that. But in every meeting, in every conference, he will come out and tell you that he fought the war of unity. That is not the war of unity. If it is the war of unity, we would have counted how many people till 1960 till now who are allottees in Niger Delta, who are the allottees who are controlling the oil well and oil block in Niger Delta. How many of the Southerners are there? Are they not Northerners? What is he talking about? So the interest was not a kind of unification war. The interest was how to be able to take the resources and please, are they going down? You can see it is the level where we find ourselves. So Peter Obi's reaction to that, for me, I think Peter Obi was very calculative, was very diplomatic, was very sure of what he wanted to say. He thought it as much that he needed to take that position because, if it is a normal place, I think there would have been fight inside that birthday party.
They would have fought.
Yes, they will exchange blow. I'm telling you, bros, you can't come out and be talking about what you don't know.
But Wole Soyinka has come out to say that.
Yes, have you seen before where Gowon congratulates Wole Soyinka? Have you heard it before? No, bro, let us be realistic now.
No.
Even ordinary Wole Soyinka, given the position of Wole Soyinka all over the world, have you seen where he said, Gowon stood and say, congratulations Wole Soyinka on your birthday. Do you know the reason why? Wole Soyinka knew what they were doing and he stood for Biafra during the war. Wole Soyinka fought for Biafra. You don't know? I'm asking you, you don't know, go and find out now. He stood
I know what's that. He said.
Wole Soyinka, don't be saying Wole Soyinka fought and stood for Biafra throughout, even till tomorrow. And now when you come out and tell you that nobody can be able to stop Biafra because Biafra has become a religion, Biafra has become a spirit. So Wole Soyinka, them who are intellectuals at that time, who have gone to school, who have philosophy of reasoning, knew that this Gowon is a quack. He doesn't know anything. He cannot be called in the committee of celebrants to discuss issues. But you can see what the way they have led Nigeria. Only them, not them. How many of them were there at Sorok now?
Some individuals
celebrate unity. As an average Nigerian, would it be proud today to say this is the Nigeria that fought for unity?
But sir, lastly for letting go, sir, Wole Soyinka also said, Ozekome, the son, said those that fought for Nigerian unity are the one inflicting pains on Nigerians. He said that on his birthday. He said him himself, Tinubu and some other persons fought for democracy. He said when Tinubu increased fuel, he said he put across to Tinubu that this is not what we fought for. Why are you inflicting pains on Nigeria?
Let me tell you, that's why I'm telling you that a lot of people does not know what is coming. Yes, if you pretend, it's pretense that have led Nigeria to where they are today. Because when you say it's your brother, you saw the truth, you pretend. Gowon is seeing Boko Haram killing middle belt, he pretends. Because, are you not seeing it? He never for one day condemn the way a man and middle belt are being killed. Because that is where he's from. He planted it. He's feeling ashamed. That is what is happening today. When they see the wrong side of the history, they pretend as if they don't know what is happening. But they know what is happening. They know that there's level of injustice going on. That Tinubu today has been corrupted. Because if you look at what he was saying years back, when he was in Nedeko, and when he was fighting the Abiola cause, to the extent that he went to exile, the kind of thing he said, he He even said it publicly that Nigeria is not qualified to be a nation. When I met Tinubu said it. But over time, he has been corrupted by the same thing. And you can see the consequences. That's the consequences. That you cannot run away from it until Nigerians decide to forgive each other.
And the 3 rules, integration, and then reconciliation.
Scam. It was a scam.
It was a scam.
It was a scam. If it wasn't a scam, the 3 major ethnic groups in Nigeria would have shared the presidency by now. That is one. 2, the issue of crude oil. I can tell you the number of crude oil heads. Oil heads. I'm not talking about oil heads in Niger Delta. Then I can tell you the number of thousands of pipelines that was laid in the creek and where it is being connected to. And I can tell you the number of allottees. I'm not be saying oil block or oil well. There are difference between allottees. There's a difference between oil block, oil well, oil rig, all those things. It has categories. There is no southerner.
Alakijanko.
That's what I'm telling you. Those ones I can say.
Alakija has oil well.
That's what I'm telling you. When you say an allotee cannot be an owner of. It is the allotee that can say, okay, you come, take this oil well. This one I take.
Okay, but you want to do my house.
Sultan of Sokoto, those are the people that owns it. That's what I'm telling you. He said it very clearly that he can never let Nigeria break because of
the oil well.
They forget that there are countries in this world that don't have oil anywhere. China no get oil. Japan has no oil. Norway has no oil. Most Scandinavian countries have no crude oil. Then what is our problem? The oil they are talking about, they made them to fragment the entire Biafra land today. I say, this one is Assasa, this one. Oh, now why you? I'm telling you, but I can tell you that the Igbo man has not benefited anything from the oil. But they are surviving. To tell you that Igbo man is not interested in the oil. What Igbo man is interested in is Ebe Beru Gobere, in case he be Ebena. God bless you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful submission.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Christian. Neva get people that are lobbying for Biafra, and it is a plus. The way Soyinka is going international, and it seems he's making this agitation a serious international issue by employing international lobbyists to make sure that Biafra is recognized at the world stage. Let's get a reaction.
Now, thank you for that wonderful question, the anchor of this great platform. First and foremost, I want to say, Soyinka has come out to say, or has outlined countless times that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun for the second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojukwu fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, Mazen Kanu did it via his own dimension. So ECPA is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Soyinka should be discredited, the likes of Ohanes Edigbo and that of the southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Soyinka should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become tools in the hands of their Fulani pay master? So for you to even have a character like Samonepa and Nnamdi Kanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that see they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of Biafra in the world in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other, nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Samonepa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible, and why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also
Should the government, the Nigerian government be worried about this?
why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Samonepa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now. So a particular tribe, a major tribe, to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. I mean, dominance. That means the Hausa man would now dominate virtually every government parastatals in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. And eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Yoruba man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we now know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angwabula said, he said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country, and we know it. We know it. I know it too. An African man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If a Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. In terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that people have foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this Biafra struggle. And now, gradually, it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now, there are some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria, just because they feel their brother is still in president. My brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing the Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I am very certain of. Agitation. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there is a plot, and then the big shots in the north are forming alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And now nobody can take that factor. What RFI did, or else that made President Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Angulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Order Forum. He said post-election that the Northern Order Forum supported Tinubu, but come 2027, Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now what? So now if the average left person is not will not giving the vote, now where will they get the vote? It just come by 2027. The same thing the universe have tagged the Igbos for. Now they will be the master mind of it, because I can bet you by 2027 Yoruba will stop, and that's the slogan that will continue the trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the government and exit the country, and then the government now will not take them thank them for being unserious, because now that the government is championing for the exit, we are saying the government is not serious. There are claims that the government is not serious, but I can bet you when the system will also catch up with you, then you will know why the government has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.